Probably. I mean, nobody, you never do. Okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay too. Hey guys, time for yoga. Gotta get this thing going. Okay, so just a reminder, I've already told you, but just in case you forgot, I'm headed out to Thailand for like 3 weeks. So I have 2 retreats that I'm facilitating there. So I'll be gone from March 1st to 21st. But I'm here teaching until next Tuesday. So I'll teach my Sunday class. And hi, Eileen. I'll teach my Sunday class, my Tuesday morning class next week. And then I'm out. I think I told you last time that Jenny was subbing Tuesdays, Victoria was subbing Thursdays. Now, Victoria is just subbing Tuesdays and Thursdays. And for Sunday, I have Victoria for the first Sunday and James for the next 2 Sundays. And for Wednesday nights, I have James for all of them, James Hardy. And then I have for my 8:30 p.m. class on Thursdays, Chloe. So I don't know if you can remember all that, but still go to class if you want yoga. Then I'll be back. I get back on the 21st. So I think that's a Tuesday. So I'll be teaching like Wednesday. And then anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. Nothing I can think of right now. Any questions? Comments? Okay. Let's just do the practice then. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you're not there already. And I always like to just move a little bit through my physical body, get a little bit of physical feedback. Just feel around. And then eventually find stillness. So no rush. But as you're ready, just bring your hands to rest somewhere intentionally. So maybe in your lap. Maybe hands to heart, maybe one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. And find stillness through your physical body. And as you become still through your physical body, notice all the little movements that are still going on inside of you. So the movement of your breath, the rise and fall. Notice any physical sensations that are there. And even notice any emotions that are present for you this morning. And as you tune in to your inner world, just more and more, start to deepen your breath. Start to make it move all the way down the length of your torso, all the way down into your low belly, low back. And then see if you can slowly take every single exhale all the way to the very bottom, all the way to emptiness. Good, you guys. I love to hear the sound of your breath. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you possibly can. And then when you think you are full, sip in even a little bit more air. And then open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Ah. Do that a couple more times. So great big huge inhale. Hold in fullness. Let that breath circulate around inside. And then big open mouth sigh whenever you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Good job. One more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. So really waking up your body with this breath, filling it up with prana, life force. And then when you're ready, sigh it out. Let it go. Very nice. Ujjayi breath now. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can start to create just a gentle whisper noise with your breath, an oceanic sound with your breath. Stay right here as long as you want to. Just connecting to your own internal rhythm, finding your own internal cadence. And then whenever you're ready to move, take this breath with you. Come forward to your hands and your knees and just start to explore any movement that feels good from there. So maybe cat-cows, maybe big circles with your hips. Maybe you come forward towards a cobra or an up dog. Perhaps you even just sit back into child's pose and rest there for a couple rounds of breath. You might stretch into your wrists or your forearms. So you could spin your fingers out to the sides, back towards your knees, and just gently rock forward and back, side to side, or even around in little circles. So lots of ways to feel into your body. Use your breath. So feeling into those spaces that feel a little bit tight or sore, or stiff, or just tired. See if you can start to create space where there was not space before. Give yourself about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. And then as you are ready, start your own transition back to downward facing dog. So no rush. You can get there however you would like. Very nice, you guys. Once you're back in down dog, keep that exploration going. Keep feeling around. Spread your fingers wide and really find a strong foundation through your hands, through your fingertips. So you're pressing into the ground with your fingertips. And then see if you can feel that strength. Move up your arms. Feel your connection to your shoulders. And see if you can create more space in between your ears and your shoulders. See if you can feel the strength in your shoulder girdle. So you're not collapsing or hyperextending through your shoulders, but they're plugged in, they're strong and stable. And then gently press your heart, your chest towards the back of the room as you lift from your belly button, from your center. So if it feels good, maybe you're bending your knees a lot. Maybe you're up on your tiptoes. Or maybe you're pressing your heels towards the ground, working the length and the backs of your legs. If I press into the inner edges of my feet a little bit more, so my big toe mound a little bit more, a lot of times I feel more of a stretch down the backs of my legs. So start to just really get curious about those little tiny micro adjustments and how they make the pose feel different from the inside. So I don't see it if I'm looking at you, but you feel it. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. Fill up as big as you can. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, hang out in your fold for a few breaths. So if you want to, you can take ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, or fold your arms, put your hands in the creases of your elbows. You can bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull if you'd like. Give the back of your neck some traction. Your feet can be hips width distance, or maybe for this first forward fold, they're even wider. So whatever feels good in your body. And then little or big bend in your knees. Try not to lean back into your heels, but instead lean forward into your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use your core strength to lift your butt as high as you can. And let the crown of your head move just a little closer to the ground. Take one more great big huge breath. Very nice. With your next inhalation, halfway lift. So find lots of length through your spine, back of your neck. Exhale, fold and bow. Let it go. One more time like that. Lift halfway. Press back through the tops of your thighs. Broaden through your sit bones. Exhale, fold, release. This time, come through your halfway lift and all the way up to stand. Arms to the sky, stretch tall. Hands to your heart, exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, arms reach up. Full body stretch. Exhale, take your dive down. Heart leads. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Weight forward in your feet. Breathe in, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Eileen. Exhale, bow and fold all the way to empty in your breath. Connect to your center, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take that one more time. Maybe close your eyes as you move through it. Inhale, reach up. You'll feel all that length in your side bodies and your spinal column. Keep that length as you slowly dive down. So lengthen for as long as possible, then release and fold. Yes, beautiful. Halfway lift. See if you can feel a connection to your center. So navel pulls in and up. Exhale, let it go. Fold all the way to empty in your breath. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms reach up, maybe you even gaze up. Hands to heart with your exhalation. Very nice, friends. Inhale, take your arms up. And then pause here, interlace your fingers and steeple your index fingers. I recommend feet hips width distance apart, or if you prefer, big toes can touch. So get as long as you can through your side bodies, neutral through your spine. So you're not sticking your butt out, you're not rounding forward. Take one more in breath. And then as you exhale, hips towards the windows, upper body towards the door. So hips go left, upper body goes right. Make sure your left shoulder is still plugged in. So pull it back and down rather than your arm in front of your face, bicep next to your ear. Make your arms as long, as strong, as powerful as you can. Yes, very nice. More weight in your left foot as you reach, like a crescent moon with your body. One more round. Good work. Inhale back through center. Other side as you exhale. So hips go one direction, upper body goes the other. More weight in your right foot, and especially pressing in the inner edge of your right foot. Breathe into your right side, right rib cage, right waistline, right shoulder plugged in. Pull it back and down. Press your palms together. Make your arms as long as you can. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. Maybe you even press your palms together. See if you can start to reach your hands back and then possibly add a little back bend. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more in breath. Hands stay clasped, hinge at your hips, exhale, dive down. You're in your forward fold, fingers interlace. Take a few deep breaths. Let your neck relax, head heavy. Weight slightly forward in your feet. So try to lean forward rather than back. Yes, nice lift. See if you can lift your sit bones, lift your knuckles. One more in breath. Good work. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake out if you want to. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, spinal extension. So lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, top of a push-up. Inhale at the top, find your strength. And then exhale, just halfway down. So chaturanga, hold. Inhale, push back up, high plank. You can come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Yes, slow motion all the way down this time. Exhale. Find a back bend variation of your choice. So maybe a Sphinx pose, maybe a Spider-Man cobra, baby cobra, full cobra, up dog, locust, anywhere you want to go. Couple rounds there to open through your front body, to open through your heart. And then however you want to make your transition, downward facing dog. All right, my friends, from your down dog, next inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So reach it up as high as you can and keep your hips square for this one. So inner thighs face each other. Yeah. Press up with your right foot. Your right hip faces down and maybe slightly back. See if you can lift from your center, feel a connection to your center. So you're not sinking into your outer left hip, you're hugging towards midline. Make your right leg straight, strong, and powerful. One more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here, breathe in, push the ground away. You should be on your back, tippy, tippy toes. And then exhale, step forward softly, low lunge. Take a moment and just work your own legs however you want to. So stretching your legs, moving in any way that calls to you. Maybe straightening your front leg, opening your front hip. Maybe you just close your eyes, put your awareness in your legs and simply breathe. That's it. That's perfect. In your next couple of rounds, we're actually going to rise up to a warrior one today. So for warrior one, back heel pivots down. Your back foot is at about a 35 degree angle, and then rise up when you're ready. I like my feet on 2 train tracks, not a balance beam. Imagine you're trying to square off your hips just like you do in crescent lunge. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. And then if it feels like you're kind of sinking into your low back, letting your ribs stick out a lot, see if you can draw your front ribs in, draw your navel towards your spine. Lift your heart, maybe even lift your gaze. Yes, one more big in-breath here. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you can, start to reach back and then maybe even reach down as you lift your heart up. One more in-breath. Exhale, humble warrior. So bow to the inside of your right knee, right shoulder towards the inside of your right knee. Keep tracking your right knee open towards your pinky toe, and you can round through your back. So chin towards your chest, navel towards your spine, but keep lifting your knuckles as high as you can. Strong through your legs. Yeah. Root through your back foot. Take one more big inhale, lift your knuckles higher. Good job. Nice bend. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your hands come to the ground. Frame your front foot with your hands. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Standing splits. So right foot roots down as your left leg floats high. And high might be 5 inches above the ground. I don't care. Just find your own edge. Good, Marcus. Keep your left leg strong and powerful. See if you can get your toes to spread. Relax your neck if there's somewhere you want to go. Playing with balance, playing with handstand hops, feel free. Nice, Chris, wherever you're at, can you feel your breath moving through you? Beautiful, Kate. One more big inhale. Good work. Exhale, step your left foot down on the top of your mat, forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you want. Halfway lift, and as you lift, bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So tuck and curl, bend your knees, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can intentionally press your heels down to work your ankle flexibility, or you can intentionally lift your heels up to work your ankle strength. Option to wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. Breathe into your back body. As you exhale, get as small as you possibly can. Nice, Tammy. One more round, really compact. Inhale, halfway lift position. You can widen your stance if you want to. Heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. Rise all the way up. High mountain, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, breath to movement for just a moment. Inhale, arms to the sky, clasp your hands, interlace your fingers, I should say, steeple index. And then exhale, upper body goes right, hips go left, all the way to empty. Inhale through center, realign, re-extend. And then other side, up and over like a crescent moon shape, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to center. Now listen, exhale. hands behind your back as if you're about to put them into your back pockets. So fingers face down, or if this bothers your wrist, you might make fists. You might also wrap your fingers around your waist, thumbs face in. Everybody, roll your shoulders back and down and try to point your elbows straight back behind you. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing a block, and then start to press your hands into your hips, but at the same time, press your hips back into your hands. Lift your heart, gaze up. Rather than letting your head just collapse back, imagine you're extending back, strengthen the sides of your neck. Tone your belly, navel to spine, puff up through your chest, hug in with your inner thighs. One more round. Inhale, come through center. You can reach your arms up if you want to. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs. I like to wrap my fingers in. And then just take a moment, either standing cat-cows or maybe circles with your torso. Maybe you move your hips side to side. So just neutralize your spine after that back bend. This should feel good. Use your breath. As you're ready, all the way down into your forward fold. Good job, everybody. Reconnect to your Ujjayi. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you would like. So you can add a couple of push-ups. You can take it on your knees. You can skip it completely. See you back in downward facing dog. Beautiful awareness, everybody. Nice, Mari. All right, from your down dog, next inhale, slowly, mindfully, left leg to the sky, three-legged. So hips are square, inner thighs face each other, left hip faces down, slightly back. Make your left leg strong. So I don't care about height, but make it so powerful. If I came over, tried to press your left leg down, it wouldn't even move. Yes, lift from your center, press through your fingertips, breathe into every little space. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in, shoulders over wrist, high on your back, tiptoes. Exhale, step forward softly. Take a moment once you've arrived in your low lunge to just kind of move around on this side, to just stretch your legs, however you want to. Whatever feels good on this side. Maybe you simply close your eyes and just send your breath down into your legs. It can be super simple. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Last couple rounds. Then we've got our warrior one. You can start setting yourself up and rise whenever you're ready. So back heel pivots down. I like my feet, again, on 2 train tracks or 2 skis, not a balance beam or a tightrope. Feels much better in my back leg. That's just me. So you do what feels best for you. Intention is to square off your hips. So even if they don't get completely square, have that intention. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Little tone in your belly so you're not sinking into your low back. Draw your navel in and up. Lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Nice, Kate. Beautiful, friends. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers again. This time, it's going to feel funky, but switch them to one finger over. Go with that. Shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. Maybe your palms even press together. Reach back. Possibly add a little back bend. Lift your heart, knuckles towards the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior. So bow, left shoulder towards the inside of your left knee, chin towards chest, navel towards spine. So your back is rounding, you're in spinal flexion, but your shoulders, the front of your shoulders are still opening. Lift your knuckles high. Stay strong through your legs, track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Don't let it fall in. Good, Brenda. Soften your face. One more big, huge breath. Nice work. End of your exhale, hands to low back. Gently release your clasp, fingertips to the ground. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky, standing splits. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So let your neck relax just like it would in a forward fold. If you want to play with your balance, play with handstand hops, absolutely feel free. Wherever you choose to go, breath is right there with you. Awesome, you guys. Strong and active through your right foot. Take one more big in-breath. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot down, top of your mat. Give your left leg a little shake out if it would feel good. On an inhale, lift halfway. Walk your big toes together until they touch, little gap in between your heels. And then exhale, just like we did before, tuck and curl. You can stay in your little potato bug ball, or option for toe stand. So balancing on your tiptoes, squeeze in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs. See if you can point your knees straight forward, and then hands to heart. So thighs parallel to the ground, hug in, lengthen your spine, draw up through the crown of your head. Try not to clench your jaw, soften wherever you're at. 2 more deep breaths. Nice, Linda. Awesome, you guys. Nice, Tracy. Next time you inhale, let's meet in a halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach, big full body stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky, just like we've been doing. Interlace, steeple your index fingers. Exhale, crescent over to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, back to center, realign. Other side, up and over, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, just like we did before, hands to your low back. You choose what position you like to take with your hands. Shoulders back and down, elbow tips point straight back. Start to press hands into hips. Press hips back into hands, curl open. Make it come from your mid and your upper back primarily. Hug in with your inner thighs, squeeze an invisible yoga block. Stay here, or if you can keep this position, bring your arms to cactus. So supporting yourself with your strong core, navel to spine. If you can keep this position, extend your arms back. One more round, standing back bend, your variation. Inhale, back to center. Reach your arms up if you want, neutral. And then one more time, just like we did before, bend your knees, hands to the tops of your thighs. Just move around. Neutralize your spine, cat-cows, torso circles, hip side to side. Make it feel good. And then when you're ready, all the way down into your fold. Ujjayi breath, slow and steady. Next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and then from your plank, one arm at a time, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. Yes, strong belly, strong through your shoulders. So forearms are parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or if you want, you can interlace your fingers as a modification, a little less intense. From here, start to crawl your toes towards your elbows, come into dolphin pose. Don't let your elbows drift apart, keep hugging in. Imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up towards the ceiling, so get your hips as high as you possibly can. Press your chest towards the back of the room, your heart towards the back of the room. Stay where you're at, or if there's any way you want to explore or play, feel free. About 3 more breaths. Strong shoulders. Big, deep, spacious breaths. Use your breath to hold and support you. You are so much stronger than your mind wants you to think. Take one last huge breath, maybe an open mouth sigh. Nice work. Both feet down, both knees down. And then choose a resting pose. So child, embryo, heroes. Let your shoulders relax. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back. Let the ground, as much as possible, just hold all of your weight. Reconnect to your ujjayi. Rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. All right, so spread your fingers and push down. Feel your strong arms, shoulders, even pectorals. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel sturdy, stable. You feel a neutral spine. You're not sinking into your low back. From here, right arm forward, left leg back, spinal balance. And then if you want to stay here, totally fine with me. Otherwise, reach your right arm back, bend your left knee, lift your heart. So not your head, but your heart. See if you can grab hold of your left foot, inner edge, or I even like to grab my ankle and flex my toes. Once you've got your foot or your ankle, start to work your pose with gentle leverage. So kick, foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, hug in with your inner thigh. So don't let your left knee shoot out to the left. Hug in. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Soften your face. One last round. End of your exhale, super slowly back to spinal balance. Breathe in here. Find neutral. Exhale, elbow to knee underneath you. Round, hollow out, empty out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release everything down. So tabletop. Extend your extend your right leg straight out to the right, toes face forward. And if it would feel good, maybe for a moment, you just work your hips a little bit forward and back. When you are ready, I think all of you know how to get into thread the needle. So when you're ready, just come back to neutral. You'll thread your left arm through. Left arm will reach through and you'll come down to rest on the outside of your left shoulder or gently on the outside of your head. You don't like having your right leg extended in this position, no big deal. Just set your right knee down. And then feel your breath working all the way down into your low belly, low back. Make this a little more active if you want to, or make it a little more restful if you want to. Just make sure your breath is right there. Soft face, soft forehead, soft outer shell. Last couple breaths. If you do have your right hand lifted, set your right hand back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm and reach it all the way up as high as you can. Open up. Exhale, set your left hand down. Now everybody take your right leg, reach it back, and then off the left side of your mat. Tiptoes are curled under, push them down. Pull your hips to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. Maybe bending your elbows, one or both. Maybe walking your right hand forward a little bit. So feel around, find length in your right side body. One more deep breath. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Ujjayi, reconnect if you've lost it. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And this time, open up your hip. So try not to shift through your shoulders or your hands. Make it come from your hip. Bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. Yes. Nice, Mari. So strong arms, strong shoulders, connected to your center. Draw your left inner thigh in and up. Take one more big inhale, maybe lift a little higher. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or just as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog. You're welcome to scorpion your right leg if you want. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, or aim for your armpit as high as you can get. Inhale, back up. Yes, and then everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Exhale, step forward softly. We're going to bring our back knee to the ground. So if you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat, double it up, hands to your front thigh. So if your legs look something like this, just a really short stance, walk your front foot forward a little bit, and then we're going to lean forward. You can keep your back toes tucked or untuck them, but actively press down through your toes and try to spread your toenail, or press down through your toenails, try to spread your toes. Hands on your front thigh and start to lean forward like you want to sit your right butt cheek on your right heel. And then at the same time, imagine you're trying to pull your right heel back and up towards your right butt cheek. Stay here, tone your belly, lift your heart, or arms to the sky. Tone your belly, lift your heart. Stay here, or final option, bring your left forearm across, right forearm across your low back. And then start to create more of a back bend. Use your forearm as support. Press it into your low back. Curl open. Keep moving your right butt cheek towards your right heel. Keep breathing. Soften your face wherever you're at. One more huge breath. Your right arm is behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, everybody. Bring your hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. And then start to crawl your hands forward and float your back foot off the ground. Think of a warrior 3 position. So not standing split. Warrior 3, spine is long, back leg parallel to the earth, hips square. From here, see if you can bring your hands up to just your front thigh. So hands to front thigh. Press into your thigh. Perfect place to stay. Final option only if you want to take it. Bend your left knee, heel towards your butt. Reach your right arm back. See if you can grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got it, start to kick and pull. Hug in with your inner thighs. Twisted dancer. Maybe left arm reaches forward and slightly up. Wherever you're at, 2 more breaths. If you fall out, awesome. That means you're challenging yourself. End of your next exhale, everybody, slow as you can. Let it all go. Top of your mat, forward fold. Nice work. Give your right leg a little shake out. Lift halfway, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and pause in your plank. Vashisthasana, right hand is your base, side plank. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Thanks, Linda. Or if you want to bring your right knee to the ground, feel free. Lift your hips. So if your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips super high. Find that crescent moon shape. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Maybe float your left leg up. Your pose, your fullest expression. Soften around it. One more huge full body breath. Good work. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top, push the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice. And then for just a moment, rest back, child's pose. Find your breath. If a couple open mouth sighs would feel good, feel free. Notice whatever there is to notice, all the energy inside of you. All the energy circulating through you, the aliveness inside of you. Feel it. Rise up to your hands and knees, tabletop. Find your strength here. So spread your fingers, push into the ground with your fingertips. Draw your belly button in and up, connect to your center. So nice and neutral, nice and stable. Left arm forward, right leg back this time. So find your spinal balance. If this is where you want to stay, perfect. Stay here and breathe here. Otherwise, reach your left arm back. Bend your right knee, heel towards your butt. Lift your heart. So push your right fingertips into the ground, lift your heart. Stay here, or if you can, grab your foot or your ankle. Active through your toes, kick and pull. Hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. Lift your heart, breathe. Make sure you can take big, deep breaths. You're not forcing, you're not straining. One more round. your fullest expression, and then slow release back to spinal balance. Breathe in, neutral. Exhale, round, curl in, elbow to knee underneath you, hollow out. Slow motion, re-extend. And let it go, back to tabletop. Left leg out to the left, toes face directly forward. Heel comes straight out from your hip. And again, if you want to take a moment, just kind of rock forward and back, might feel really nice. And then when you're ready, my friends, just back to neutral and find your thread the needle with your right arm. So right arm threads through. No rest or no rush, but eventually you're coming down to rest on the outside of your right shoulder, outside of your head. Whatever is there to be felt, see if you can allow it fully, embrace it fully. So not resisting anything. If you're getting hot, can you embrace the heat rather than resisting it? The more we resist, usually the more we suffer. So just surrender to whatever is happening, the here and now, your breath rising and falling. Last couple rounds. If you happen to have your left hand lifted, set it back down. With your next inhalation, unthread your right arm. Reach it up one more time. Open up through the right side of your chest, right side of your heart. And right hand to the ground. Exhale. Pick up your left leg. Swing it all the way over. So left toes curled under off the right side of your mat. See if you can start with your hips. Pull your hips over to the left towards the windows. And then gaze back over your right shoulder. You might even round a little bit and kind of peekaboo under your right armpit. Maybe you rock forward, rock back. So any little bits and pieces of exploration that you want to add here. Take one more big round of breath. And then back to your tabletop. Back to your downward facing dog. Ujjayi, strong and powerful. Slow and steady. Focused and alert. Calm and relaxed all at the same time. Let it flow through you. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. Now, try not to move hands or shoulders as you peel your left hip open. Nice, Kate. So bend your left knee, and just like it's a door swinging open, your left hip is the hinge of the door. So left knee out and up. Stack your left hip on top of right. Good job. Nice, Laura. Take one more big inhale. Active through your left foot. Squeeze through the back of your left knee. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Push the ground away as you come forward. Use your obliques. Good, Marcus. Inhale, three-legged dog. You can open your hip if you want to. And then left to left. Aim high. Aim for your armpit. Yes. Awesome, Mari. Nice, Eileen. Inhale, back up. And then last one. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round, hollow out, and step forward softly. Bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, you could use a sweatshirt, anything like that, or just double up the side of your mat. Hands to your front thigh. If you have a really short stance, walk your front foot forward. Give your hips enough space. So start to lean forward this time, like you want to sit your left butt cheek on your left heel. Toes can curl under. That'll keep your foot active, or untuck them, but try to spread your toes, press down through your toenails. As you press your left heel into the ground, energetically pull it back like you're trying to lift it up towards your left butt cheek. See if you can let your hips settle forward and down. Stay toned through your low belly to protect your low back. Belly button in and up. Heart lifts. Stay here or take your arms up. Good. Stay here. Breathe. Tone your belly. Lift your heart. Final option, only if you want to take it. Left forearm across your low back. Use that as support. So press your forearm into your low back as you curl open. Keep working your left butt cheek towards your left heel. Hips are square. Chest is lifted. You can breathe freely wherever you are at. Feel whatever there is to feel. Take one last breath. Your left arm is behind you. Left arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. And then start to walk your hands forward, coming into that warrior 3 variation. So not standing split, but try to get your spine parallel to the ground like you're in a halfway lift. And then back leg parallel to the ground. Hips square, bend your standing leg if you need to. Stay here or bring your hands up to your front thigh. Yes, nice bend. So press into your front thigh. Long, strong line of energy. Stay here, or final option, bend your right knee, reach your left hand back, see if you can locate your foot. That's the hardest part. Once you've got it, kick and pull, work your pose. Maybe right arm reaches forward and up. Hug in with your inner thighs. So hug towards midline, breathe, about 2 more rounds wherever you're at. If you fall, awesome. You've met an edge. Meet yourself right there, last round. And then slowly, intentionally forward, fold, release. Left leg, give it a little shake out if it needs it. Lift halfway next time you breathe in, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. And then pause, side plank. Left hand is your base this time. So roll onto the outer edge of left foot, right arm to the sky. Feet can be stacked or staggered, but make them active. Lift your hips. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Yes, nice, Tracy. Maybe float your right leg up. Good. Beautiful. Nice, Liz. Take one more round wherever you are at your fullest expression. Awesome, Laura. End of your exhale, plank or modified. Take your inhale at the top to prepare. And then slowly lower. Back bend of your choice. Breathe in. And then rest back, child's pose. Slow, deep breaths. Feel your body. Feel the energy flowing, circulating inside of you. Notice, where are you tensing up? Where can you soften? Take a couple more breaths, open mouth exhales, always welcome. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip. Perfect place to stay, or option to flip your dog. So maybe you step your right foot down behind you. Yeah, right arm forward, or maybe right hand behind your head. You do you. Sorry, you guys. And then breathe all the way down into your belly. One last round. Awesome poses. Yes, come back. 3-legged down dog. So you can take a moment to readjust. Square off your hips. Feel the difference. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. And then exhale, pigeon pose. Right shin, top of your mat. Set your body down gently. So take your time to set yourself up with lots of awareness. If there's any variations you want to explore or any modifications you want to take, choice is always yours. And soft face. If you could soften through your heart, What would that feel like? Okay. Send your breath down. If it's helpful, visualize. Take about 3, 4, maybe 5 more rounds. See if you can stay in your body. So rather than distracting yourself and going somewhere else in your mind, stay here. Feel into your hips. Be with each breath as it's happening. Even if it's uncomfortable, can you be with it? Can you stay present? Take your last couple rounds, sighing out your mouth if you want. Ah. And then slowly start to lift your upper body. We're going to come into a seat. So if you're in regular pigeon, you can just nice and easy, let your hips open, sit over onto your right butt cheek, swing your left leg around, take both legs out in front of you for a moment and give your legs a little shake out or even a little pound through your thighs. Good. And then let's take our right foot, sole of our right foot to our left inner thigh. Open up towards the right side of the room. So not squaring your hips forward, but allowing them to open. Flex your left toes, press your foot into your leg back into your foot. Sit up as tall as you can. Right arm reaches up. I like my left hand on my left thigh or in front of my left leg. Take an inhale, get as tall as you can. And then as you exhale, reach up and over. You can slide your left hand down towards your left foot. Try to keep your heart open. If it's available to you, you might use your left arm inside your left leg, press your arm into your leg into your arm, and then use that to let your heart open even more. If you can grab your left big toe with your peace fingers, keeping your heart open, go for it. Otherwise, just reach as far as you can, breathe into your right side. Keep pressing, foot into leg, leg back into foot. Keep your left toes flexed, facing straight up towards the sky. Last couple breaths. Really nice, everybody. Next time you inhale, lift your torso and take both of your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Push into the ground and lift your hips, reach your left arm back. Press your hips forward, maybe even let your heart look up for more of a modified wild thing. Huge breath, every little space fill up. And then exhale, let it go. Bring your sit bones to the ground. Now listen, you're gonna keep your legs the same and we're moving into a forward fold. So I like to sweep my left arm forward and my right arm follows. And I grab hold of my foot or ankle, forehead toward shin, nose toward knee, navel toward spine. So folding over your extended leg now. If you want, you can gaze forward and direct your heart forward. It just kind of changes the energy. So if you really struggle with lengthening in your low back, maybe this is where you go. Working the length rather than the fold so much. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds. Use your breath. Dive a little deeper with each exhale. Stick your left butt cheek out behind you as you reach your heart forward. Last round. Let's roll up. So slowly roll up through your spine. Your head comes up very last. Take your right leg out next to left. Give your legs a little shake out. We'll meet in down dog, so you can get there your own way, or if you want, option to take boat pose. So leaning back, balancing on your sit bones, not your tailbone. So the difference is when you're on your tailbone, you'll feel your back round and it feels a lot easier to hold. Sit bones, spine lengthens, feels like you're balancing. It's so hard. I hate this pose. Hug in with your inner thighs, lift through your chest. If you want to extend your legs, go for it. If you want to grab the backs of your thighs for more support, go for it. Take 2 more rounds, balancing on your sit bones. Try not to rock back on your tailbone. And then eventually cross your ankles, rock forward. You can step or hop back to chaturanga with bent elbows if you hop. And then take a vinyasa or skip it. See you back in down dog. Walk it out. Nice, Brenda. Good job, everybody. Nice, Trace. Inhale your left leg high. Peel your hip open. So left knee bends, reach it out enough. Stay here, just opening through the front of your left hip. Feel that stretch. Or option to flip your dog. Left foot just steps down behind you. Nice, Linda. And then lift your hips, lift your heart. Imagine you want to look at yourself in this front mirror. If this wall was a mirror, you're trying to look at yourself in it. Your heart wants to look in it. Yeah, one more round. Beautiful poses. Come back, 3-legged dog. So take a moment, square off your hips, lengthen your left leg, strong and powerful. Inhale, pigeon pose. Exhale. Set your body down nice and easy. Left knee wider than your hip to get that external rotation. Just like you do in crescent lunge, warrior 1, hug towards midline, front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. You keep that as you bow. Yes, beautiful. Your variation of pigeon on the left. Big, huge breath. And the longer we are here, rather than getting tighter and tighter, rather than anticipating, okay, are we almost done? Are we almost done? Can I move yet? Just be with your pose, breath by breath. Just feel whatever there is to feel, breath by breath. Let go of anticipation for what comes next and just be right where you are. Feeling, observing. Even if it's uncomfortable, just sitting with that discomfort, holding it with your loving awareness. Good job, friends. Take about 3, 4 more breaths. Sigh out your mouth at any time. Ah. I'm just going to leave it up to you as you feel pretty much even on both sides. Come back up, lift your upper body, and find your way into a seat once again. So eventually both legs out in front of you, gently shake them out, or gentle pounding out of your thigh. All right, Janu Shirsasana. So sole of your left foot, right inner thigh. Let your hips open towards the windows rather than squaring them off towards your extended leg. So press foot into leg, leg back into foot. That's midline. Hug in. Get tall, flex your right toes. Right hand might be inside your right leg or on top of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up as high as you can. Yeah, big inhale, grow tall. And then as you exhale, up and over towards the front of the room, reach. Crescent moon shape through your body. Your left side is long. You can slide your right hand down, maybe grabbing your right foot. I like to leave my forearm on the ground inside my right leg and use that as leverage. So press arm into leg, leg into arm. Let your heart open even more. Nice, Marie. Really good, you guys. Breathe into your left side. Press your foot into your leg back into your foot. Full sit bones stay on the ground. Last couple breaths. All right, end of your next exhale. Lift your torso, reach both arms up. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down behind you, fingers face away from your body, push into the ground and lift your hips. Reach your right arm back, right side long. If you want, you can turn your heart to look up, modified wild thing. So just lots of length and space wherever you take it. One last huge breath, reach, lengthen. End of your exhale, bring your sit bones down, working into our forward fold. So swing and reach your right arm forward, left arm follows. Grab hold of your right foot, ankle, shin. Work your fold, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. And if you want, maybe you're looking forward and just lengthening rather than folding in. If that helps lengthen your low back, go for it. So we're pulling our right butt cheek back, lengthening through our low spine, and then working into our fold, breath by breath. Try to press down through the back of your right heel as you flex your toes. Try to press down through the back of your right thigh. Just have that intention. Last couple breaths. Good job, everybody. End of your next exhale, all the way to empty, and then just roll up one vertebra at a time. Take your left leg out in front of you. Give your legs a little shake again. And then this time, we're going to take a wide-legged straddle position. So you can go facing forward, or if you want to face to the side so you're on your mat, totally fine. So whichever direction you choose to face, fine with me. Get your legs as wide as you can. Flex your toes, press down through the backs of your heels. So when you press through your heels, your knees might bend a little, or if you need to, you can bend them a lot. This might be your pose. So if in order to sit up tall, you have to bend your knees this much, bend your knees this much. Get tall, reach up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, like a swan dive, lengthen, reach your heart forward, your butt back, and then release. You can bring your hands to your feet. You can walk your hands out in front of you. Breathe all the way down into your low back. And again, it's like you're trying to reach your butt back as your heart goes forward. Press down through the backs of your heels, flex your toes. See if you can press down also through the backs of your thighs, like somebody's stepping on your thighs. Good job. Last couple rounds of breath. This used to be my least favorite pose, and now I actually really like it. I think it feels nice. Just meet yourself where you are at. End of your next exhale, slow rise, roll up. Head comes up last. Go ahead and bring your legs back together, facing towards the front of your mat. And then you can use your arms to guide yourself down, or if you want a little bit of core, legs forward, arms forward, hollow out your belly, and slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower down. Squeeze your legs together. There's gonna be one part where your legs wanna lift. Try to keep them down. And once you're on your back, full body stretch, nice and long. Arms overhead, legs forward. And as you reach, if your front ribs lift up a lot, see if you can press down through your back ribs, even just a little bit. Take one more inhale, reach long, and then exhale, draw both knees in, find a gentle rock from side to side. Spinal twist of your choice, legs to the right, left arm out to the left. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Big deep breaths. Feel the ground underneath you, the support it offers you. Let your body just give in. Last couple rounds on this side. And then ease your legs back up. Hug your knees in, gently rock, or even give your knees a big squeeze. And then other side, supine spinal twist, your choice. Legs go left, right arm out to the right. And once you feel even on both sides, no rush. Back to center. Hug your knees in for a moment and then find a happy baby pose. In your happy baby, you might rock, you might extend one leg and then the other, even both at the same time, if that's available to you. Maybe you turn it into kind of plow pose, or even bring your feet together, knees apart. Pull your feet in as you press your knees forward. So anywhere you want to go from your happy baby. And then if there are any other poses, any other stretches, any final movements you want to take to complete your own practice, please do so. And then as you work your way slowly into your final relaxation, your final Shavasana, my thought for you is by Jeff Foster. He says, there is beauty in doubt. It keeps the mind curious, open, fresh, away from the harshness of conclusions. There is sacredness in sadness. It keeps the heart soft, mellow, fertilized, ready for the emergence of joy. Even your anger is precious. It brims with life, dignity, passion, the longing to be heard and to fight for those without a voice. Do not push away any feeling. Make room for them. Let them move. Be their home. Be their sanctuary. So just a reminder that you are this vast, wide open space for life energy to move through in all its forms. So even the parts that are uncomfortable or heavy or fearful, make space for those too. So every part of you gets to have space just to flow, not to control you, but just to be felt and embraced by your loving awareness. So for these last few moments, you can let your breath become completely effortless. Let your body just relax, your muscles soften. And again, think of your body, visualize your body as this wide open space, and just let the vibration of the bowls flow through you. And if it becomes uncomfortable or overwhelming at any point, see if you can breathe into it, soften around it, just as you would an uncomfortable yoga pose. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Slowly start to move through your body, wiggle fingers, toes. Maybe another full body stretch, maybe a little temple massage, forehead massage. And then once you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And just give yourself a couple breaths there. Just really letting everything settle, your practice settle, that sound bath settle inside of you. Soak in. And using your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. Close your eyes. Gather your hands to your heart. And bow your head to your own heart. Acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat, to connect in a deeper way to your body, to your breath, to yourself. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Say bye to my Zoomies. Bye, Zoomies. Thank you, baby. Thank you, guys.